Play Safeway's $1 million score and win. If any Winnipeg Jets player scores 5 goals in tonight's game, Robert Durston of Neepawa could win $1 million. Shop at Safeway. You could be our next lucky winner. Tonight's starting goaltender is brought to you by Subway Restaurants. Get your favorite sub made just the way you like it. Subway. Eat fresh. Victor Fost, who got pulled after allowing 3 on 15 shots in Ottawa Saturday. He will get the start for Edmonton tonight. And Michael Hutchinson, back-to-back extra time wins for him, gets the start for the Winnipeg Jets.
Well, an exciting times for those two guys. Drew Stafford, Tyler Myers, probably a little bit of nervous energy, but he'll be excited to get this first shift under their belt.
29-year-old Drew Stafford, 25-year-old Tyler Myers is back into his own zone. Hutchinson plays it, Eberle breaks it up, and Hutchinson has to make a save off of Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
Oh, Michael Hutchinson maybe just checking to see, make sure his team's awake here. Bad exchange behind the net. Myers comes, this is where that communication, probably wanted to tell him to leave it. He played it right to the Oilers, and Nugent-Hopkins in the slot able to get a shot away.
Myers off the draw, Eberle in pursuit. Nice reverse by Myers. Enstrom now, the long lead for Ladd. Ladd will get to the Edmonton line, no further. Little is on it. Back for Myers, coming off the 2-assist game in Detroit. And Tyler Myers trying to pump this in, hits the linesman. Stafford trying to gather it in, could not. And it's back for Toby Enstrom.
Gotta get the red.
Enstrom gets to the red, and Andrew Ladd deflects it in. Klefbom in his own end for Edmonton. Oscar Klefbom's pass goes right onto the stick of Ben Sherratt for Byfuglien, and Byfuglien quickly for Mark Scheifele. Back for Sherratt. Floats this to the Edmonton line. Mark Fayne is there to break it up, and the Oilers turn it up. Yakupov, the long shot steered away by Hutchinson. Edmonton coming off the loss in Ottawa. Jets coming off the win in Detroit. Yakupov tried to get it to the front of the net, cleared. Mark Fayne almost lost it to Mark Scheifele. Scheifele in front for Wheeler to the forehand. Perreault got a bit of a tip on that, and that just missed the corner. Wheeler. Jets make a defensive change. Jacob Trouba in for Perreault, and he couldn't get it to the backhand. In for Scheifele, and Fost makes the save short side. Cleared around the boards by Derek Roy. Join the Oilers coming off waivers from Nashville, but the Oilers can't clear. Mark Stewart, all sorts of traffic, gets it to the front of the net, and the Oilers will clear. Derek Roy being chased there by Frolik.
Well, the early look at Scheifele, Wheeler, and Perreault looks pretty good with some good pressure in the Oilers zone.
Jets have made the change. Lowry out with Thorburn and Frolik. Yakupov will clear this, and that will allow the Oilers to get the change in. Lowry pokes it back for Stewart. Now for Trouba. Trouba's pass. Landers there to break it up. Gets deflected and grabbed off by Pouliot. Pouliot gets drilled into the corner by Adam Lowry. Oilers now get the cycle going into the slot. Quick shot there by Parkkonen, and that goes off the stick, and then Parkkonen gets it again and floats this into the catching glove of Michael Hutchinson.
Well, Mark Scheifele able to strip the puck, a bouncing puck. Mark Fayne overskates it, just a spin play, and then Wheeler spins, throws it to the net. And Foss, that left pad, just catches enough of it. Good chance there, just shooting the puck.
Keys to the game brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of the NHL.
Well, the Jets, they can't turn down a shot. Victor Foss allowed 3 goals on 15 shots against Ottawa. And the Oilers, they just want to disrupt the Jets. They want to play hard, play the part of the spoiler here as the Jets push for playoffs.
Then Sherratt tries to get this up for Dustin Byfuglien. Byfuglien jammed up along the far side boards. Referees tonight are Mike Lego and Kelly Sutherland. The linesmen are David Brisebois and Greg Dvorsky. Sherratt for Gagliardi. Gagliardi lost his stick. Sherratt being chased in the corner by Fraser. Sends it for Byfuglien. Byfuglien right side and deflected in by Anthony Peluso. This will be an icing call on the faceoff to come back.
Well, Paul Maurice looking for his club just to continue to play the way they have. Like the way they started to turn things away. And after the break, it was slow, but then against Vancouver, really liked their game against Nashville. They didn't get the results they wanted, played well against Detroit. And the big thing, it's the business of winning. We're able to get 2 points against the Red Wings after that shootout victory.
Face-off Slater and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins as Todd Nelson fires his number 1 line out after the icing call where the Jets could not make the change. Deflected in, and Jets will start to make their change now. Little comes off the bench as Slater heads to the bench. Grabbed off Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, stopped by Gagliardi. Gagliardi back for Myers, up for Stafford, and Gagliardi scampers to the Jets bench. Justin Schultz plays it up for Jordan Eberle. He is blocked out there by Toby Enstrom. Brian Little tries to get it to Myers. Myers to Ladd, and Victor Foss got the right pad down. Cleared to the line, kept in by Enstrom. Tyler Myers with that ability to join the attack. And we saw it there with the nice setup for Andrew Ladd. Myers holds the line against Teddy Purcell. Drew Stafford back for Andrew Ladd. Ladd looking for some room in the corner, puts it to the front of the net, and Foss steers that away. Toby Enstrom back for Ladd. Oscar Klefbom clears it away from Ladd, and Eberle with pressure coming will just float this out to center ice. Tyler Myers knocks it down. You're going to have to get it awful high in the air to get it over Tyler Myers.
Guy's got a little bit of a reach there, able to pull that pop fly to the air and just send it right back into the Oilers zone.
6'8", and that is not on skates. Jacob Trouba, who has some big-time numbers against Edmonton, back into his own zone for the loose puck. Around for Wheeler, up the boards, and Yakupov breaks this up. Back in for Mark Fane. Sends it in, Jacob Trouba for Scheifele. Nail Yakupov in on Scheifele. Came outside the line. Oilers will have to clear. They do, and Mark Stewart sends it ahead for Matthew Perreault. 18 goals on the year for Perreault. Sends it in, and with Scheifele coming in, Foss is going to hang on, and Matthew Perreault injured in behind the play.
Well, he took a hit along the wall. I believe it might have been Petrie who hit him, and he is very slow to get up. This is not what Winnipeg wants to see at this time. Maybe it's something he can skate off. So after he cleared the puck, he shot it in on Foss from outside the blue line. I think it's Jeff Petrie who finished the hit.
This does not look very good right now.
No, not able to put any weight on that left leg.
He gets some assistance from the training and the medical staff of the Jets. Deflected by Thorburn, save made, and face-off will be in the Jets zone, and plenty of concern at that Jets bench.
Well, it was just a hit. It seems simple. Petrie finished the hit, and it depends. Maybe he caught a rut. So we'll try and take a look. Perreault shoots the puck in. Petrie just finishes the hit. Looks like his left leg may have went funny between Petrie and the boards.
Just at the end there, it did appear as though Perreault did put a little bit of weight on that leg, so we'll keep an eye on that. Petrie ahead for Pouliot. Byfuglien jumps in on him. Pakarainen at center ice sends it into the Jet zone where Sherratt will take it against the checking of Anton Lander. Sherratt and Lander. Thorburn down low to help out as well. Now Byfuglien there gives Lander a bit of a shot. And Sherratt plays this out at center ice. Ference breaks it up. The Jets do clear it in, and Petrie is back for it. Petrie for Ference. And Andrew Ference will send this out to center ice. Myers back in his own end, sends it for Slater at center. Slater takes a bump, sends it in. Boyd Gordon out there for the Oilers. He was a game-time decision. Did not practice with the Oilers yesterday, did take the morning skate today. Back along the near side boards, Enstrom in a battle. Peluso is there, cleared away from him. And now Enstrom at center. Back into the Jets end. Enstrom, Myers, rink wide for Gagliardi. Gagliardi into the corner with Mark Fane. Gagliardi spins off the check for Anthony Peluso, away from him, but Trouba is in from the line. Trouba is tripped up on the play, and the first power play of the game will go to the Winnipeg Jets as Keith Aulie will head to the penalty box. Todd Nelson will send out his penalty kill unit, and there's the trip. Keith Aulie will go to the box. Jets on TSN, brought to you by the 2015 Toyota RAV4. Let's play.
Well, the Winnipeg Jets will get an opportunity in the power play. It was very good against Detroit, 2 for 4. They've been able to score 5 power play goals over the last 4 games. And as you get down that playoff stretch and even into playoffs, you want your special teams working.
Andrew Ladd with a playoff goal, or a power play goal in Detroit. As Little to take the face off. Little, Ladd, and Wheeler will be reconnected. Toby Enstrom on the power play in lieu of Matthew Perreault, who was shaken up early in this game. This leaves the playing surface, and they're going to say this went off a stick, and it will not be a 2-man advantage.
Visit WinnipegJets.com/tickets for all your ticket-related information, including the release of single-game tickets, game day releases, and seat exchange. WinnipegJets.com/tickets. Experience the passion live.
Dustin Byfuglien on the point. Byfuglien leads the Winnipeg Jets in power play time, just over 4 minutes on a per-game average. That is 5th highest in the National Hockey League for Dustin Byfuglien. Enstrom, good hustle on the far side for Wheeler. Back for Enstrom, tight quarters in the Edmonton zone. Brian Little back to the blue line for Byfuglien, back for Little, in for Ladd, down for Wheeler, away from him. Wheeler controls, gets it out front, quick shot by Enstrom, and that went wide as Enstrom snuck all the way down to the front of the Edmonton net. Enstrom for Little, the low shot through traffic, and that just missed on the far side. Byfuglien unloads, stopped in front of the net. Enstrom, cross ice feed for Brian Little. Little being watched on the play. Little trying to find some room. Boyd Gordon trying to stay with him. Now to Wheeler, down for Little. Again looking for that backdoor play for Enstrom, and it got deflected away. Byfuglien at the line, back for Enstrom. Enstrom cross ice for Wheeler off the sideboards. Wheeler, Enstrom, and deflected, score! Brian Little. 22nd goal of the year, and the Jets lead 1-0.
Well, the Jets just had complete control of this power play. Good puck movement. They opened up the Oilers with great seam plays back and forth and putting pucks to the net. Nice seam play to Wheeler. He goes right back to Enstrom, shot. Both Ladd and Little on top of it as Brian Little takes that rebound and knocks it across the goal line. Open up the scoring here as the Jets grab a 1-0 lead.
So the power play connects again. And the Jets do take that lead, and Edmonton's penalty killing has been a lot better, but the Jets, as you mentioned, Shane, had them moving around. There were some seams, and Brian Little has the Jets up 1-0.
Oh, they did a real good job. It's the quick puck movement that opened those seams by the Jets.
Eighth power play goal of the year, for Brian Little.
Oh, this is a little different looking penalty killer by the Oilers. Klefbom was basically laying down at one point.
Back to the Edmonton line for Chris Thorburn. And they're going to rule that Michael Frolik was offside on the far side.
Well, Oscar Klefbom, their 19th pick overall back in 2011, lays right down for Blake Wheeler. He not only did it once, he did it twice, trying to take away that seam pass as Little was able to put it over top. But just good job going through the seam, getting it to the net, and both guys just jumping on those loose pucks, those opportunities in that blue paint where you're going to score goals, and Brian Little able to get one.
So Brian Little takes over the scoring lead, 1 point up on Andrew Ladd, and also takes over the lead as far as power play goals are concerned. Andrew Ladd has 7, and now Brian Little with 8. Up the boards. To the line, Wheeler will hold this in. Ollie to the far side along with Scheifele. Scheifele spins it back for Wheeler. Wheeler to the front of the net, loose puck. Fost is down and he will hang on. So Michael Frolik now on that line with Scheifele and Wheeler.
Well, an opportunity for Frolik, and he gets a chance. It goes off his body right off to the left of Fost as Wheeler sends it towards the net. the deflection off Ollie as Frolik was right there, but Paul Maurice, the luxury here is Perreault injured early in this game. Michael Frolik can roll right on that line with Scheifele and Wheeler.
We've seen that happen before in the National Hockey League. For Matthew Perreault, you know that he was looking forward to Thursday's game in Washington, where he spent a lot of time. Now, not to say he won't play. We haven't gotten anything official on Matthew Perreault's injury. Jets do not have an extra forward here. 3 extra defensemen, no extra forwards. Patrice Cormier was returned to the Ice Caps. Back out to center ice, Andrew Ference back into his own end. Pakarinen plays it back into his own zone, gets it back, and then Pakarinen sends it across for Ference. Ference looks for Petrie. Back for Ference. Through center for Eberle. Eberle sends it in. Dustin Byfuglien chips it. Sherratt for Brian Little. Tried to spin it back for Stafford. Purcell's on the loose puck, and Purcell will send it in. Sherratt for Stafford. Tried to jam it up the boards. Purcell kept it in. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins couldn't pick it up cleanly, and Sherratt will get it for Dustin Byfuglien, and quickly back for Sherratt. Stafford clears this in. Drew Stafford spent a year as a teenager in Edmonton. His father coached St. Albert in the Alberta Junior League. And of course, Barry Stafford, an uncle of Drew, longtime equipment manager of the Edmonton Oilers. Off the back glass, Stafford trying to get it out front, could not. Eberle is on it. Eberle for Purcell. Purcell overskated it at center ice. Lowry back for Byfuglien. 1-0 Jets on the power play goal by Brian Little. Jets have outshot the Oilers 10-2. Sherratt, Thorburn and in. Gagliardi now is drilled by Ollie, and for the second time in this game, Keith Ollie is going to go to the penalty box. As the Jets will go back to the power play, Gagliardi moved up in the lineup. And Gagliardi appears to be okay. Brian Little has the Jets in front 1-0. Closed captioning is delivered by Pizza Hotline. Order the hotline heavy tonight. Big taste, small price.
Well, Keith Ollie, the puck goes by Gagliardi. Ollie, probably a good 2-3 second count, finishes his hit. Clear interference calling for the second time. He heads to the penalty box. Coaches Craig Ramsey, Todd Nelson probably trying to figure out maybe what the thought process was.
Well, maybe a little bit of aggression there on Ollie's part. He's been out the last 5 games as a healthy scratch. Played the 3 previous. Was suspended for a while and then missed another bunch of games. And he's in the penalty box for the second time tonight. Byfuglien. Watched there by Boyd Gordon. Little is there as well. Oilers can't clear. Wheeler. In for Ladd. Quick shot by Ladd. That did not miss by much. A rolling puck there for Ladd. Pouliot trying to clear. Ladd blocks it. Little is on it. Little unable to settle that down, and Mark Fane will send it down the ice.
Well, the Jets never really able to settle it down as a rolling puck, even for Andrew Ladd when he got it in the slot.
Second power play of the game for the Jets. This gets turned over at center. Purcell couldn't handle it though, and Wheeler in for Scheifele. Away from Scheifele, Stafford is there. Paul Maurice talked earlier today about getting 2 power play units going, but that number 1 power play now missing Matthew Perreault. Myers winds his way in. Myers finds some room. Didn't fire it. Back to the line for Trouba. Shot blocked by Faust. Scheifele's on the rebound for Myers. Myers didn't come cross ice as there was some traffic there. Oilers can't clear. Scheifele tried to get it to Stafford, and now this does get sent off the glass and down the ice.
Well, nice little rush by Myers. A good example again of that ability for a big guy to get up to top speed quickly.
Another defenseman that can join the rush. Mike Babcock talked about the Jets' right-handed defense core and how good it is. Trouba pulls away from Pouliot. Trouba to the far side. Klefbom gets into the loose puck quickly and sends it back into the Jet zone. So after 4 shots on the first power play, the Jets with 1 so far in this one. Turned over, and they're going to say this came outside the line as Adam Lowry was walking right down Main Street.
Well, we mentioned the Jets want to put pucks to the net. They've done a good job of it at this point in the game. 11-2 are the shots in favor of the Winnipeg Jets. Those 2 shots by the Oilers coming very early in this period. It has been all Winnipeg. They've had a couple power plays to go along with it that have helped.
Sherratt at center. Watched by Petrie. Andrew Ference sends it for Ryan Hamilton. Hamilton couldn't get anywhere. Grabbed off, and Gagliardi right back in. So Gagliardi on the line with Lowry and Thorburn. So Perreault getting injured. Michael Frolik goes up into his spot, and Gagliardi gets moved up in the lineup as well, as he'll take Frolik's spot on this line. Sherratt from the line, a bouncer, and that's kicked away by Victor Faust. Petrie for Andrew Ference. And Ference out of his own zone. This is NHL game 886 for Ference. For Yakupov, scores! Nail Yakupov ties this game up on the Oilers' 3rd shot of the period.
Well, and that's the Edmonton Oilers. They do have a skill level on numerous young players on this hockey club. And Nail Yakupov, who has struggled this year, only 2 goals in his last 30 games, starts with a breakout. The Jets lose coverage in the neutral zone, becomes a quick 3-on-2, and Yakupov goes around Sherratt right to the front of the net and slides it between the pads of Michael Hutchinson as the Oilers tie this one up after it has been all Winnipeg.
So Yakupov extends his point streak to 5. And Derek Roy has been a good fit for Nail Yakupov. A goal and 4 assists in that point streak for Yakupov. Eberle in on Mark Stewart. Stewart for Ladd. Ladd on for Stafford. Stafford around Justin Schultz, puts on the brakes, back to the line. Stewart looking for Ladd in the high slot, taken away. Penalty coming up to Andrew Ladd. It's going to be a hooking call. And the Edmonton Oilers, who have tied the game 1-1, will get their first power play of the hockey game. So Nail Yakupov, with his 7th of the year, has tied the game 1-1.
Captain Andrew Ladd will head to the penalty box as he gets a hooking call, as he gets this stick into the hands of Oscar Klefbom. And the Winnipeg will go to the penalty kill for the first time.
Jets pass holders, watch for the Jets Rewards bonus code during tonight's game. Enter the code by logging into Jets Rewards. Receive 50 bonus points redeemable for unique Winnipeg Jets benefits and experiences. Jets Rewards, reward your passion. Edmonton power play 13.9%. Jets clear this all the way down the ice. The power play went 0 for 11 in a 6-game stretch, and then went 3 for 6 in a 2-game stretch, and now 0 for 5 in the last 2 games. Eberle for Purcell, for Eberle, to the line for Schultz. Justin Schultz watched by Adam Lowry. For Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, who does not have a power play goal this year for Edmonton. Eberle to the line for Schultz. For Nugent-Hopkins and back for Schultz. Eberle, top circle. Eberle, quick shot, hit Mark Stewart in front. Stewart tried to clear. Purcell in on Stewart. Brian Little couldn't get a stick on it. Schultz quickly for Eberle. Eberle back for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, away from him. Little is after him. Nugent-Hopkins controls back for Schultz at the line. Eberle to the front of the net for Lander, scores! Anton Lander, as the Oilers connect on the power play, and just like that, the Oilers have the lead.
Well, the Jets penalty kill, another offensive zone penalty kill, and the Oilers capitalize on a play as Anton Lander, who came in with 2 goals in his last 3 games, make it 3 in his last 4. The Oilers just good puck possession, win the battle, get it back to the point, and it's a great little play by Eberle. He just feathers his to Landers all alone in front. He does a little spin play, goes to the forehand, and slides it past the right pad of Michael Hutchinson as the Oilers quickly grab a 2-1 lead.
Andrew Ference out to center. Myers steps up. Scheifele back in for Enstrom. Enstrom for Myers and on for Scheifele. He'll send this into the Edmonton zone. Petrie back for it. Petrie with a little bit of room. Ahead for Yakupov, and Yakupov will send it deep into the Jet zone. Hutchinson plays it around the boards. Wheeler is on it. Nice little redirect now for Scheifele. 2-on-2. Scheifele and Frelick. Scheifele trying to get around Petrie, could not. Wheeler is on the loose puck. At the line, Myers couldn't hold it in. And it's out at center where Derek Roy will send it into the Jet zone. Myers. The gloves are off between Peluso and Gazdic. Anthony Peluso and Luke Gazdic. Gazdic was involved with Chris Neil in Ottawa Sunday in a scrap that Neil did pretty good in, and then broke his thumb in the scrap. Peluso in with the right hand, Gazdic in with the right. Another right hand shot there by Anthony Peluso. This is a heavyweight tilt. And the linesman will not go in until these two show signs of tiring.
Well, they're getting arm weary right now, I'll tell you that.
They may have to call the linesman in.
They're done. What a tilt. That is a heavyweight tilt right there. Two big boys.
Well, they had a little chat during the warm-up.
I think they know each other off the ice, and it just started. They both came together and figured they'd go. And similar in size, Gazdic 6'4", 233, Peluso 6'3", 235. So they both know how to handle themselves. They both can give and take a punch.
And they gave and took.
Well, I had both benches up.
Heavyweight battle in Gazdic. This is back-to-back games for him. We mentioned the game Sunday in Ottawa, and this one is right off the face-off. A little discussion, and the gloves come off, and Gazdic and Neil, and Chris Neil actually did very well against Big Luke Gazdic, other than by the time it was all said and done, his thumb is broken, he is out 4 to 6 weeks, and now you wonder what that does. Neil's name was on the trade market. Boyd Gordon back for Eberle. 2-1 Edmonton here in the opening period. Now a high stick as Byfuglien got clipped by Eberle. And the Jets will go back on the power play, and Mike Lego over to take a look at Dustin Byfuglien.
Well, as Byfuglien was trying to jump into the play and give support to Stafford, took a stick. It looks around the eye area from Eberle, and he'll head over to the penalty box. So it's been
Edmonton penalty number 14. 2 minutes for high sticking.
Penalty-filled first period. So an opportunity for Winnipeg to get even as Stafford play as Byfuglien comes up, and there's the stick from Eberle that catches him, goes off the left arm of Byfuglien, then up on top and catches him around that left eye area.
Not only penalties, I mean, Jets have already lost Matthew Perreault, and that one wasn't a penalty. That was just a good clean hit. And now they lose Dustin Byfuglien, who is still on the bench getting some attention. So the power play has certainly taken a bit of a different look, and the power play is going to come to an end as Toby Enstrom is going to go to the penalty box for tripping Benoit Pouliot.
Well,
39 2-minute tripping.
Pouliot made a good play right at the blue line, and Enstrom gets his stick between the legs, and Pouliot keeps his feet moving as the Jets power play ends quickly as Enstrom stick between the legs. Pouliot smart, gets moving, and it's an interference tripping, and now it's 4-on-4.
And the faceoff will come back to the left of Michael Hutchinson. 7th time this season that Brian Little has scored the game's opening goal. Came on a power play, but the Oilers with a couple of quick ones. A minute 30 between the two, and they have taken the 2-1 lead. Kept it at the blue line. Klefbom sends it down low, 4-on-4 to the front of the net, grabbed off by Brian Little. Little across ice pass, ends up on the stick of Myers. Myers for Ladd. Klefbom keeps an eye on him, back for Myers, in behind him. Nobody on it for Edmonton, so Myers gets it to Little. Little to the front of the net, and Ladd got a whack at it. And Victor Fost had to stay with that.
Looked a little bit like a tennis ball there for a second as Fost couldn't handle it, bouncing around in front of the net. Myers tried a little between the legs play, it bounced, goes to the net, bounces off Fost, and then Ladd right away. A little backhand chip shot as Fost able to take it in the crest and make the save.
Dustin Byfuglien riding that 4-game point streak for the Winnipeg Jets, back out on this power play. Mark Scheifele, who had a season high and tied a career high with 6 shots on goal against Edmonton. Andrew Ferentz's shot kicked away by Michael Hutchinson. Lead pass for Wheeler. Derek Roy in pursuit, and Wheeler tried to cut to the inside, and good recovery there by Derek Roy. Back for Dustin Byfuglien. Derek Roy, of course, a longtime Buffalo Sabre, and against a couple of his former teammates in this game tonight in Myers and Stafford. Stewart now decks Derek Roy, gives him a little bit of the business, and Derek Roy is slow to get up. Here comes Wheeler, drops for Scheifele off the side of the net. As Derek Roy makes his way to the Edmonton bench. Justin Schultz off the post. The quick shot by Schultz. Now to Yakupov, and the save made by Hutchinson. Up the boards at center and deflected away by Scheifele. Back for Yakupov. In for Lander. No room to the net for him. 4-on-4 about to come to an end. And the Jets will be shorthanded, but only for 8 seconds. Tyler Myers got taken down in behind the play by Yakupov, and Myers is slow to make his way to the bench.
Wow, not a good first period for Winnipeg.
Trouba back in for Enstrom. Enstrom ahead for Ladd. Ladd will send it out to center ice. So Perreault, Byfuglien, and Myers have all been shaken up in this opening period. Byfuglien did return on that power play. Stafford into the slot for Little. Little watched by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Back for Little to the line for Byfuglien. Byfuglien for Sherratt. Sherratt to the front of the net. That's batted away by Mark Fayne. Fayne puts it on to Byfuglien's stick, and he rifled that one over top the net. What a chance for Dustin Byfuglien. Sherratt holds it in. That shot off a skate and wide. Into the final 25 seconds of the period. Ladd tried to get it back to the line, could not, and Teddy Purcell. Cross ice for Keith Aulie, and Aulie will send it in.
What a chance for Byfuglien. Fost got knocked down in front, had the whole top of the net, but put it over top.
Byfuglien, dying seconds of the period. Stopped at center ice. Carried back in. Matt Fraser leaves it. The wrist shot by Gordon. And Hutchinson will stop that. And a 2-1 score as Mark Stewart steps in to Derek Roy. Keeps him down, and then Derek Roy was slow to go to the bench. Justin Schultz with the quick shot off the far side pipe. And then Yakupov with the shot that Michael Hutchinson has to make the save. Tyler Myers with the puck, and then he gets tied up with Yakupov as Yakupov takes Myers to the boards, and Myers was slow to go to the Jets bench. So a wild opening 20 minutes. And the Edmonton Oilers have the lead. Jets on TSN, brought to you by Subway Restaurant. Get your favorite sub made just the way you like it. Subway, eat fresh. Tyler Myers on the ice for the Winnipeg Jets, so that is good news. He was shaken up late in that opening period. Brian Little on the power play, 22nd of the year for Little, his 8th on the power play, and the 7th time this season that Brian Little has opened the scoring in a hockey game. Nail Yakupov draws Edmonton even, and then Anton Lander, a minute 31 later, makes it 2-1.
Well, Anthony Peluso in the box for Winnipeg Jets. Him and Luke Gazdic had a heavyweight bout. They're having a laugh about it afterwards, but good to see Myers on the ice to start the second. Unfortunately, still no Matthew Perreault, as he has not returned and we have not gotten word.
Brian Little starts at center. Face off with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. 16 shots on goal for the Winnipeg Jets in that opening period. And Matthew Perreault, there's a chance in front, that went wide. Matthew Perreault, lower body, is done for the night for the Winnipeg Jets. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins down low. Teddy Purcell there to lend some support, and now for Eberle. Eberle and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins get tied up there with Brian Little. Myers plays it around for Ladd. Ladd got bumped by Nugent-Hopkins and gets the puck now for Toby Enstrom. Drew Stafford gets to center, plays it in. And back for it, Justin Schultz. Oscar Klefbom, long left wing pass on and off the stick of Ryan Hamilton. Back in for Wheeler. Wheeler in on goal with Michael Frolik. And the save made by Victor Fost. And then a pile up in front of the Edmonton net.
Well, now Victor Fost is down as Scheifele gets thrown into him right in front of the Oiler net. Chances at both ends of the ice early in this second period, as Michael Frolik had a nice opportunity. Scheifele collided with Fost, and Wheeler outweights. Nice feed to Frolik, and Scheifele gets pushed in by Hamilton, who pushes him right into his netminder. But a nice play by Wheeler. Almost thought he'd waited too long, but found a way to center that feed to Frolik. And earlier before that, Schultz coming off the backside gets a nice feed from Eberle. Some lost coverage, but the shot goes wide as the Oilers early a look at Richard Bachman.
There's Todd Nelson, the head coach of the Edmonton Oilers, as Victor Fost gets a little bit of attention in the crease from the medical staff of the Edmonton Oilers. He's a former teammate of yours.
Yeah, Todd Nelson's done a good job since getting the call up, I guess. He's been with the Farm Club in the American Hockey League of the Oilers, and now the head coach here is another look as Scheifele gets pushed into Fost. Does make contact up high. And right now the training staff attending to Fost to see how he is, if he's good to go. Looks like it could be sore neck as he's stretching out.
Well, he's made no indication that he is not going to continue in this game, but Ben Scrivens is injured for the Edmonton Oilers. He is their normal backup, or normal other netminder, I guess.
Well, he was busy in the first period. 16 shots in the first, and that was the first one he's faced here in the second period.
Boy, we've seen more players injured in the first 21 minutes of this game than sometimes you'll see in a week.
There has been a lot of guys. So far, only Perreault's the one to leave the game, and the Jets will have to deal with that. As I'm sure they'll get an update as he gets evaluated to see how long the injury will be.
Fost started the game for Edmonton in Ottawa on Saturday. Gave up 3 on 15 shots. He gave up 2 quick ones 16 seconds apart in the second. That finished his day. And Richard Bachman came in to finish that one, but it looks as though Todd Nelson's netminder for tonight, Victor Fost, will stay in the game.
Well, it'll be important now for the Jets here to try to get a shot as quick as possible. Maybe still a little off keel.
You mentioned Todd Nelson. The Oilers are 6-6 in their last 12, 9-10-2 in their last 21. So they have been right around a 500 hockey club since the change. Michael Frolik He'll snap this into the Edmonton zone. Around the boards for Jacob Trouba. Trouba takes it down low, tied up by Derek Roy. Back at the line for Trouba. Frolik takes the pass in the corner. Scheifele, Trouba on for Stewart. His down low pass was blocked by Yakupov. Yakupov loses it after getting bumped by Wheeler. And controlled in behind the net by Petrie. Through the middle, Ryan Hamilton will deflect this in. And Michael Hutchinson will leave it for Jacob Trouba. Out at center for Gagliardi. Gagliardi tried to get it through for Thorburn. That failed to work. Mark Fayne out of his own zone. Big hit on the far side. Fayne in his 300th NHL game as Fayne got rocked. Up the boards for Thorburn. Thorburn through center. Stopped at the Edmonton line. Cleared out by Ollie and fired right back in by Mark Stewart. Round the boards for Gagliardi. Tried to slip it back for Thorburn, but Thorburn was on his way to the bench. Long lead pass. Brian Little was in behind Ollie. Couldn't handle the long feed from Sherratt. And now Ollie spins Stafford around in the corner. Klefbom chased back into his own end. Sherratt at center breaks it up and hammers it back into the Edmonton zone. Brian Little down low looking for Stafford. Klefbom takes it for the Oilers. Oscar Klefbom's pass stopped by Andrew Ladd. Byfuglien for Stafford and back into the Edmonton zone.
Oh, just trying to get a little more physical. In this period, they're out hitting that first period by Edmonton 7-6.
Klefbom, the 21-year-old from Sweden, parks in behind his own net, dishes for Ollie. Ollie snaps it up the boards. Out at center, Teddy Purcell for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins back for Klefbom, the blast and the save made. Michael Frolik pulls up against Nugent-Hopkins, gets it for Scheifele. Scheifele for Wheeler. Wheeler shot right on the rebound. And Andrew Ference tied up the stick of Mark Scheifele.
Well, that started with a real good play by Michael Frolik in the neutral zone. As Blake Wheeler has a good chance going wide. Frolik just stops up, buys some time, a little bit of space as Scheifele. Good puck support. Wide with speed. Wheeler the shot and the rebound sitting there. Scheifele tries to reach for it, but just can't get back over that front of the net in time.
Lowry, Gagliardi, and Thorburn back out for the Winnipeg Jets. Klefbom off the draw. Jets are 15, 13, and 6 against the Western Conference. They've had far more success against the East. And that's where their next two games will be, into Washington Thursday, into Toronto on Saturday. Petrie up the boards. Tyler Myers breaks it up. Now for Adam Lowry. Petrie bumps him and cleared in behind Ryan Hamilton. Hamilton and Toby Enstrom in a race. And another icing call here against Edmonton.
Well, we're talking about the Winnipeg Jets trying to get more physical, get to that type of forecheck they want. Adam Lowry came to the game leading them with 173 hits, and he does a nice finish as Fayne clears the puck. Lowry comes through. Big body there as he finishes Mark Fayne, but Adam Lowry has been physical all year long, second in rookies.
Myers puts it to the front of the net. Save made by Foss. Stafford back out with Little and Ladd, and Drew Stafford with 8 goals in 8 career games against Edmonton.
Well, it's a good sign. Maybe that's part of the reason for the move by Paul Maurice. We'll be interested to see if he sticks with it here or how long is switching up the right wingers there between the Little and Scheifele lines.
November 18th against New Jersey, the start of that 3-game homestand. Paul Maurice reunited Ladd, Little, and Wheeler, and they've been together ever since. Ladd the shot, Foss the save. Stafford a whack at it, scramble in front, Foss is down. Tyler Myers holds it in. Myers, and now it does come out against the checking of Pouliot. And back in, and offside is called.
Well, the Jets have had their chances. They've had their opportunities. Myers was trying to fight off Pouliot to keep that in. Stafford on the forecheck. Lander falls right to Ladd, and then the rebound. Stafford with a great chance. And all three, Ladd, Little, Stafford right in front as Pouliot pressures Myers just over the blue line.
So Foss appears to be okay after getting shaken up. Trouba gets it for Mark Stewart, and Stewart will send it in. Anthony Peluso out now with Slater and Thorburn. Jets down a forward. Matthew Perreault, injured early in this game, is done for the night. Mark Stewart trying to hold it in, could not. Delayed things long enough to prevent an odd man rush, and Karkarinen lets the wrist shot go. Save made by Hutchinson. Centered for Pouliot to the short side. Hutchinson the save. Trouba up for Peluso. Peluso blocked out there by Andrew Ference. Lander into the slot. Petrie for Eberle. And Eberle's shot didn't get through. Petrie back for Eberle. Into the high slot. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins back for Andrew Ference. And that hit a body in front of the net. Peluso gets this out to center and back to the order line. Petrie back for it. For Teddy Purcell. Purcell drops it back. Petrie comes cross ice. Andrew Ference, Stanley Cup winner with the Boston Bruins. Chipped into the Jet zone. After it, Sherratt. Sherratt and Purcell tie each other up. Michael Frolik slips it down the boards. Dustin Byfuglien gave chase from his defensive position, but the Oilers recovered. Byfuglien at center. Byfuglien riding a 4-game point streak with 7 points in the 4 games. Shot from the line by Scheifele. That gets cleared away. Schultz is after it. For Oscar Klefbom. For Teddy Purcell, he couldn't handle it. Scheifele back out to center for Ben Sherratt. Sherratt takes it wide on Schultz. Sherratt into the slot for Brian Little. Off the post. Brian Little off the pipe on Victor Faust. That post has had a couple this game as Justin Schultz put it off that pipe in the first period. Back into the slot for Ladd. Tried to slip it down to Little. And the Oilers break it up and clear and right back in. And the Oilers and the Jets will start a change. Oilers offensively, the Jets defensively. Ryan Hamilton shot to the front of the net. Oh, what a chance for Nail Yakupov. That got through Hutchinson but came out the near side. Back for Stafford. Brian Little heads to the net. Quickly for Ladd. Little takes that pass. Stafford to the front of the net. That got blocked. Ryan Hamilton gets to the Jets line. Hamilton wide against Tyler Myers. Yakupov. Jets looking for a line change now as they started it. Ladd got to the bench, but Little and Stafford caught out there as we look at the captain of the Oilers, Andrew Ference. Safeway's featured participating product for tonight's game is Quaker granola bars.
Ben Sherratt with a nice rush, some confidence carrying the puck into the zone, and a real nice heads-up play as he pulls up and able with a backhand play finds Brian Little coming in. Little rings it off the post as he beats Faust. And then the other way, shot as Roy drops the puck, comes off the back wall between the legs of Michael Hutchinson, right to the stick of Nail Yakupov, who can't find the back of the net. Yakupov already has one tonight for Edmonton.
That came through Hutchinson's legs from the backboards and then right back through Hutchinson's legs off the stick of Yakupov and did not find into the 6x4. Shot by Ference, save made by Hutchinson. The 10th shot now of the game for the Edmonton Oilers, who have been outshot 21-10.
Well, TJ Gagliardi was shaken up off that faceoff. Seems to be all right though as he stays on the ice.
4 of the last 6 games for the Winnipeg Jets have gone to overtime. They are 2 for 2 in the 4 overtime games. Have things turned around though, Shane, as you and Sarah talked about, with points now in 5 of the last 6.
Well, points are at a premium this time of year, and you'll take them any way you can as the Jets are getting their game back on track.
Adam Lowry trying to stuff that up the boards. That got blocked. Mark Stewart for Trouba. The Oilers in on the forecheck. Trouba back in behind his own net. Jacob Trouba pulls out. 7 points in 4 games career-wise against the Edmonton Oilers. for Jacob Trouba. Jeff Petrie through center ice, winds his way into the Jet zone. Petrie with Ladd in pursuit. Knocked down in the corner was Fraser. And Sherratt right back for the Jets. Sherratt finds a little bit of room. Takes that same path down the left side boards. Gets it to Brian Little again. Scores! Try it once, hit the post. Try it once, off the bar and in. 2-2 tie. Little second of the night.
He's talking about the confidence of Ben Sherratt to carry the puck. Did it before and he does it again. Getting a little more ice time maybe in this game, and he starts in his own end, tries to chip it in, loses it, but stays right with it, takes away the wall. And Brian Little, a great job of getting open. He comes over, finds that little area in the dot, and this time puts it off the post and in. Great job in front by Andrew Ladd. A little bit of a screen as it goes over the left shoulder, and in as the Jets tie it at 2.
Deja vu all over again. As Brian Little, second of the game, squares this game up. Nice work by Ben Sherratt. Lead pass, Stafford. He'll chase this into the Edmonton zone. After it is Scheifele. So it's now Scheifele, Frolik, and Stafford out for the Winnipeg Jets. Jets down a forward with Matthew Perreault out of the game. In for Enstrom. He centered it looking for Scheifele. Frolik from a sharp angle. And that's off a stick and up and on a play.
Well, if it doesn't work once, try it again, and that's exactly what Sherratt and Brian Little do. As Ben Sherratt, a couple real nice rushes by the young defenseman. The first time he's able to come in, comes around, nice little backhand feed to Brian Little. He goes to the blocker side, finds the post, doesn't go in, post and out. This time Sherratt finds Little, who goes glove side, post and in.
Sherratt and Byfuglien right back out for the Winnipeg Jets. Byfuglien looking for the carom, he got it, but it was cleared away by Victor Foss. In for Slater, back to the line. Sherratt the shot right on as we've now got Slater, Peluso, and Andrew Ladd as Paul Maurice is having to juggle his forward lines.
Well, he's going to have to double shift someone.
It's a matter of trying to get everyone ice time as Brian Little with 23 goals on the year now.
Well, Paul Maurice probably happy to see his club just stick with it here as they've had their opportunities to score. Still could tighten up a little bit defensively, giving up some chances as we've seen. The Oilers haven't needed many shots to strike.
Slater and Eberle will now take the face-off. Paul Maurice talking earlier today about Myers and Drew Stafford, just about how happy they were to be here. And Drew Stafford has mentioned this a couple of times, so has Tyler Myers. This is the time of the year you want to play meaningful games. And you look at the standings, and the Jets will have plenty of meaningful games between now and whenever it comes to an end. Into the slot for Anthony Peluso, and that got steered away. Dustin Byfuglien in from the line against Teddy Purcell. Peluso now gets bumped by Fane. Peluso stays on the puck and comes up with it. Thorburn trying to get it back to the line. Purcell blocks it. Now Thorburn wins the battle. Thorburn to the front of the net, cleared away by Keith Aulley. Purcell, his pass blocked by Gagliardi. Lowry sends it back down low. Victor Foss clears it away and then runs some interference on Gagliardi. Cleared all the way down, and this is going to be an icing call against Edmonton.
Well, good pressure from the Winnipeg Jets as they just continue to put it in, forcing the turnovers quick on pucks. Nice play by a couple role players. Peluso had a nice chance in the high slot, stayed on top of it, and Chris Thorburn, who scored last game in Detroit. Nice little play below the goal line.
Gagliardi's probably wondering, okay, goalies can hit us, we can't hit goalies. Third multi-goal game of the season for Brian Little. Teddy Purcell at center ice snaps this in. Only 6 goals on the year for Purcell. Signed as an unrestricted free agent. Trouba finds Scheifele, and Scheifele did get the shot away. Didn't get as much on it as he would have liked. as Justin Schultz got a stick in front of it. Back for Nail Yakupov. Yakupov spins it for Ryan Hamilton. Hamilton in the corner. Derek Roy, who was shaken up on a hit by Mark Stewart, back out there for Edmonton. And here comes Trouba. At center for Felikin, through for Stafford. Klefbom stays with Stafford. Stafford controls against Yakupov. Trouba the blast wide. Tyler Myers back down low. Myers plays it deep, and then Trouba heads to the bench, and out comes Toby Enstrom. Yakupov bounces this right onto the stick of Myers. Myers back for Brian Little. Stopped there by Anton Lander. Lander in for Pouliot, and Pouliot couldn't get anywhere. Pouliot, an unrestricted free agent last July. Been well traveled over the last few years. Cleared in by the Oilers. After it, Toby Enstrom. Enstrom gets tied up in the corner. Pakarinen couldn't control it, and Ladd, it's onto the stick of Ladd for Myers, and back looking for Ladd. And Andrew Ference is there to break it up.
Well, Paul Maurice, Ladd, Little, and Wheeler back together for a shift.
I think we may see a number of different line combinations now in this game. Lead pass for Lowry, tried to get in behind everyone, could not. Back for Gordon. Boyd Gordon to the front of the net, never did get to Fraser. Boyd Gordon, Memorial Cup winner with the Red Deer Rebels out of Unity, Saskatchewan. Oilers in on the forecheck. Fraser lost his footing and fell. Grabbed off by Byfuglien, the long lead pass for Gagliardi. Nice spin around move by Gagliardi. Couldn't get clean control of it though. And back for it now, Mark Fane. Near side boards, and Gazdic is drilled by Byfuglien.
Well, Gazdic is down. And Dustin Byfuglien, everybody comes in. Well, this happened at the far side. Look at Dustin Byfuglien. He's tied up with Gordon. The puck comes up, and Byfuglien just with a good hit. That shoulder. And he pinches down. Makes contact with, looks like, the back of Gazdic's shoulder first.
Wow.
But there's just a lot of force behind it.
2-2 tie here in the second period.
Well, Dustin Byfuglien, we've seen it all year long. He hits with force, and it's a play up the wall. Look, Gazdic gets it. Dustin Byfuglien pinches, and as you slow it down, the shoulder makes contact with Gazdic's shoulders, but it's his head that goes into the boards as he goes down. That's where the injury occurs, not from the end. It's Gazdic goes down with force, and his face, just a twisted body and very awkward fall as two big men collide.
Well, Gazdic 6'4", 233 pounds, and Dustin Byfuglien 6'5", and whatever the weight is, there's plenty of it there.
Well, yeah, and that's the contact wasn't to the head. The contact was to Gazdic's shoulders, but it's the way he fell, and unfortunately fell awkward where his face went into the boards.
Little, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Little has both Jets goals in this game. Myers sends this in, and Victor Fost, who was shaken up earlier this period, appears to be all right, plays it around the boards, and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins gets squeezed out there by Blake Wheeler. Myers pulls away from Teddy Purcell. The pass into the skates of Andrew Ladd, and back into the Jets zone. Enstrom with Purcell in pursuit. Enstrom slips it up the boards. Justin Schultz is in from the line. The Jets do clear though, and out at center for Ladd. Ladd through for Myers, and Blake Wheeler trying to drag that back leg, and wasn't quite long enough. Offside is called. Jets on TSN, brought to you by People's, Canada's #1 diamond store. Let love shine. Face-off outside the line. We talk about the Jets being in Washington on Thursday. We'll have that, of course, for you on TSN. And Washington, the only team we haven't seen yet this year.
Oh no, and Alexander Ovechkin has absolutely been tearing up the league as takes over the goal-scoring lead.
27 points since the calendar turned. Big hit in behind the net as Pouliot stepped into Jacob Trouba. Here comes Gagliardi. Gagliardi one-on-one on Ference, and Gagliardi the shot to the short side, and Foss the save. Back to the line for Jacob Trouba. Trouba looking for a lane to the net, couldn't get it through. Stewart lets it go. Foss makes the save. Petrie for Ference. Stopped by Gagliardi. Down for Adam Lowry. After it, Michael Frolik. And taking it there is Lander. Dangerously to the front of his own net. Lost it. Frolik couldn't get a backhander to go as Ference closed in on Frolik quickly. Petrie to center, sends it in. And back forward, Byfuglien. Yakupov after him. Byfuglien pulls up straight up the ice to center. Right side for Stafford. Stafford puts on the brakes, trying to get it back down low against Hamilton. Could not. Sherratt at center, and Sherratt will send it in. Stafford to the front of the net, and that got blocked. Klefbom got his stick down and clears it away. Yakupov back into the Jet zone. Byfuglien bounces off a check from Ryan Hamilton. Hamilton trying to bring it to the front of the net, could not. Here's a chance for Ladd. Ladd in on the left side for Scheifele. Knocked it out of midair, and the save made. Scheifele back to the front of the net. Cleared Sherratt. Into the slot, Scheifele from Stafford for Byfuglien, and that's blocked by Foss. Back for Derek Roy. Roy at center. Byfuglien stepped into him. Derek Roy lays some lumber on Dustin Byfuglien. Here comes Ladd. Ladd tees it up and into the catching glove of Victor Foss, as the Jets with plenty of offensive dominance, but it's a 2-2 tie as Pouliot steps into Jacob Trouba. Never a dull moment when Dustin Byfuglien is on the ice, and Ryan Hamilton took a run at the Jets defenseman in behind the Jets net, and after the hit, listen in.
He likes to have fun out there.
Yeah.
Nice try, tell the youngster. Well, Ryan Hamilton, he's not small either. 6'2", 219 pounds.
Face-off will be in the Edmonton zone. You always know when Byfuglien's around. Mark Fane sends this back into the Winnipeg zone, grabbed off by Enstrom. Through the middle, looking for Peluso, too far, and this will be an icing call against the Jets.
Well, this has happened a couple times now with the Slater line on the ice and icing, and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, his line will hop over the boards for the Edmonton Oilers. But this is valuable to have a guy like Jim Slater, who is very good on faceoffs, can get them puck positions so they can get a change. You got the matchup that the Jets want.
Slater 83% in the faceoff department, wins this one. Tyler Myers, born in Houston, grew up in Calgary. Wait for the Kelowna Rockets. Sends it in, and Myers goes after it. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins clears out at center. Cleared in by Eberle. Eberle and Enstrom to the corner boards after a loose puck. Sent around, and Slater is there. Schultz closes in on Slater. Back deep for Nugent-Hopkins. Myers with that long reach, but a good job to protect the puck by Nugent-Hopkins. Back to the line, Schultz. Back for Nugent-Hopkins. Left point, Klefbom the shot. And seeing it all the way is Hutchinson. And Hutchinson will hang on to it for the face-off.
Oh, that's key.
Tonight's player profile brought to you by Asante, providing complete financial advice.
Well, Drew Stafford Big game against Detroit as he was able to ice it in the shootout. Very happy. Talked about it. Loves the way this group of guys and the passion in that room before games. And so much fun to play this time of the year. It feels good to be part of it.
2 shots for Stafford in this game on just over 12 minutes of ice time. Says he wants to be in that situation. Was glad that Paul Maurice tapped him on the shoulder in the shootout. Wheeler puts on the brakes at center. His pass intended for Little. Lander breaks it up and sends it back in. Pakarinen hit in the corner there by Wheeler. And Trouba on the loose puck for Ladd. Spins and finds Mark Stewart. Stewart will find Little. Little pulls up inside the Edmonton zone. Gets pinned to the sideboards by Andrew Ference. Kept in by Trouba. He'll play it deep. Off the corner boards for Ollie. For Yakupov, and Yakupov deflects it into the Winnipeg Jets bench.
Well, Pakarinen is slow to go to the bench. He took a big hit in the last shift from Blake Wheeler, who was back covering. Pakarinen comes in, takes a hit. Looks like he may have gotten winded on this, but another player slow to head back to their bench. Paul Maurice talked about Blake Wheeler and feels he's been one of the most consistent players they've had this season with his effort level and the way he approaches each and every game.
Pakarinen, a Florida pick in 2012, and then signed, or 2011, and signed as a free agent with the Oilers in 2014 out of Finland. His name, you probably already figured that one out. Kept in at the line by Dustin Byfuglien. Ryan Hamilton is after Byfuglien again. Byfuglien trying to jam it down low. Derek Roy, and here comes Hamilton. Gave Byfuglien another little bump. Derek Roy. For Yakupov, in for Hamilton. Offside is called, and then Byfuglien gave Hamilton a little bit of a shot.
Well, Byfuglien and Hamilton seem to have something going. Hamilton almost in all alone. Just a step offside as Yakupov gave a little chip pass to him. And before Hamilton tried to take a run at Dustin Byfuglien as he was up against the boards holding that puck inside the blue line.
Keith Ollie, former Brandon Wheat King, snaps this in around the boards after it. Yakupov for Derek Roy, back for Ollie, and that shot misses. Low blocker side on the right-handed catching Hutchinson. Battle in the corner. Byfuglien got a piece of Yakupov. Oilers stay on it though. Hamilton bumped by Lowry. Derek Roy couldn't get a shot away. Byfuglien is without a stick as his stick is snapped in two. Cleared down the boards, and this is going to be an icing call. Face-off will come all the way back.
Well, Dustin Byfuglien lost his stick, and Adam Lowry took a hit from Nail Yakupov. Yakupov comes in and the stick a little bit high, catches Lowry, who's 6'5", much taller. It's the hands to the face of Adam Lowry.
Sharp angle shot steered away by Hutchinson. Gagliardi, Lowry, and finally on for Thorburn, and he'll shovel this out to center. Justin Schultz through center away from Little. Back forward, Ben Sherratt. Sherratt with an assist in this game for Gagliardi. Gagliardi trying to get past Justin Schultz, and offside called against the line. Winnipeg Jets hockey on TSN. Action continues Thursday against the Washington Capitals. Live coverage gets underway 6 o'clock Central on TSN 3. Boyd Gordon back out to face off against Brian Little. 2-2 tie. Dennis Bayak, Shane Knighty, Sarah Orlesky. Our TSN crew here at the MTS Center. Ference out to center ice. Fraser no further as he got stopped by Wheeler. Tyler Myers for Blake Wheeler. Wheeler goes cross ice looking for Little, and Boyd Gordon steered that away. Shots 28-12 in favor of the Jets, but it's a 2-2 tie. Enstrom for Myers. For Wheeler and cross ice for Little. Little with a little bit of room. Little wide on Petrie. Little drives it to the net, short side, and Victor Foss makes the save. Nice net drive by Brian Little.
Great little stutter step on Petrie. Just bought enough time to go around.
Clearance for Petrie off his stick. Scheifele. Back in for Frolik, in for Stafford. He tried to cut it to the middle of the ice and he got taken down. Cleared by Pouliot. Mark Stewart back into his own end. For Frolik, looking for Scheifele. Jets minus Matthew Perreault, injured very early in this hockey game and will not return. Lower body. Stewart back into his own end as the second period comes to an end. The only goal of the period by Brian Little.
Well, and Brian Little has both the goals for the Winnipeg Jets and was looking for a third with a nice little rush to end this second period. And it's a great little change of speed. Slows up then right around Petrie. Nice move. Tries to bring it to the forehand as Foss with good post coverage.
So 40 minutes in the books here at the MTS Center as the Edmonton Oilers leave the ice. Winnipeg Jets will head to their dressing room. And we are deadlocked after 40 minutes. Adam Lowry, the hit on Fane. Adam Lowry, physical in that period. Jets, plenty of offensive opportunities. And Brian Little, with his second of the night, finally does tie it 2-2. Shop at Safeway today. Watch future Jets on TSN telecasts. You can win an all-inclusive trip for two to a Grand Bahia Principe resort, courtesy of redtag.ca, where Canada shops for great travel deals. Shop at Safeway today. You could be our next lucky winner. Brian Little, the only goal of that second period, 23 on the year now for Little. Little with one hat trick this season, 2 career hat tricks. There's your shots on goal after 40.
Oh, and Dustin Byfuglien with that big hit on Luke Gazdic in that second period. He doesn't appear to be back in the game.
Stewart in his own zone. Trouba up on the right side for Stafford. Past him. Scheifele, Michael Frolik in on the forecheck. Michael Frolik will turn 27 tomorrow. Scheifele back into his own end. This is going to be an icing call against Edmonton.
Oh, we mentioned the hit by Dustin Byfuglien, and after you see it over and over, just complete force. A big man in Dustin Byfuglien, 6'5", 260 to the shoulder, and Gazdic just falls awkwardly as he cartwheels and his head ends up smacking the boards. His chin hits the ice, and he went off for repairs.
Gazdic and Anthony Peluso with a heavyweight battle in the opening period. It went on and on and on. Myers for Toby Enstrom and back for Myers. Edmonton Oilers 193 goals against. That is most in the Western Conference. But they have been better. They had the bad stretch from November 11th to December 27th when they won 1 game in 21. Klefbom for Eberle. Back for Petrie. Petrie through the middle. Finds Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Scores! Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and a minute 8 into the third period, the Oilers have regained the lead.
Well, this is a bad change by the Winnipeg Jets, and they get caught, and the wrong guy gets sent in all alone. As Brian Little, Blake Wheeler, Andrew Ladd, all 3 guys go to the box. Myers is up in the play. Enstrom's on the left wall, and Nugent-Hopkins just breaks up the middle, gets the feed, and he goes to the forehand and puts it past the glove of Michael Hutchinson.
15 on the year for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Jets needed a come-from-behind win the first time the Oilers were in this building. Long shot in, save made by Hutchinson, and he will hang on to it. Nice lead pass there by Petrie.
Well, Nugent-Hopkins just comes off Petrie. A great play as everyone's caught. Frolik's the one who jumps onto the ice, and as he does, he goes right after Nugent-Hopkins. He can't catch him, and Nugent-Hopkins able to get it past the glove of Michael Hutchinson.
Last time the Oilers were in this building, Dustin Byfuglien scored late in the third as Michael Hutchinson makes another save. And then Matthew Perreault, who is out of this game, scored in overtime for the Jets.
That was the game. Dustin Byfuglien was a forward, and after that was the move to defense after that Edmonton Oilers game.
That is correct. Zach Bogosian took a shot in the foot in that game, and he was on IR. And the next game, Dustin Byfuglien was back on the blue line. Lander. Face off against Stafford as Scheifele got waved out. Tied up in the face-off circle and now onto the stick of Michael Frolik. He'll chip this into the Edmonton zone. Frolik goes in after it. Whoa.
Well, calling it a chip before the red line. As a close call, the fans react.
Face-off back into the Jets zone, and now Drew Stafford makes his way to the Winnipeg Jets dressing room. We'll keep an eye on that. Everly centers in front, cleared away before Boyd Gordon could get a whack at it. Gagliardi sends it in. Gagliardi goes in after it with Ollie. Gordon failed to clear it up the boards. Lowry back for Gagliardi. Ollie stepped in front of him, and Everly will take control. For Gordon. Gordon feeds it through, looking for Fraser, just deflected away from him. And Sherratt through the middle. Gagliardi at center, and Gagliardi in for Thorburn, delayed offside against the Jets. The Jets will clear the zone, and that allows Keith Hawley to carry it out. Hawley gets to center and floats a backhander deep. Jacob Trouba for Blake Wheeler. Wheeler for Brian Little. Little to the line with Ladd and Stewart, who joins the attack. Now Wheeler takes the pass. Wheeler in the slot. Save made by Fost. And Ladd couldn't get a stick on the loose puck. Cleared by Yakupov to center, no further. Stewart breaks it up, got knocked down, jams it ahead for Ladd. On for Wheeler, stopped by Petrie. Derek Roy back in his own end for Andrew Ference. Ference sends it in, and this will be icing called against Edmonton in the face-off to come back.
Well, Drew Stafford has gone down the tunnel, and it was off the face-off, takes the draw against Lander, and Grimaces heads right to the bench, so I'm not sure if he aggravated something maybe that happened earlier in the game, but getting word is we'll wait and see if he returns.
Rob Millette in a conversation there with Pascal Vincent. At the line for Scheifele. Scheifele sends it deep on and off the stick of Myers as Myers and Scheifele have switched spots temporarily. Here comes Enstrom. Takes it wide. Enstrom to the front of the net. Gagliardi was knocked down. Myers sharp angle. Save, rebound, save. Chance in tight for Mark Scheifele.
Well, Mark Scheifele, 6 shots against Detroit. He has had his share of chances. And another one just off a play. Myers throws it to the net. Rebound. And Victor Fost, who has been very busy tonight with the big save, as Myers pitches down, just a little shot towards the net. The rebound's there. And Scheifele tries to find some room on the glove side. But Fost out to challenge and makes the save.
Scheifele back to the Jets bench. So the Jets now down 2 forwards. Perreault done for the night, and shot score! Tyler Myers has his first as a Winnipeg Jet to tie this game up at 3.
Myers' rush against Detroit that led to the goal changed the momentum of the game, and this might do the same. An absolute blast. Thorburn wins the draw. A little one-time play from Enstrom and an absolute cannon as he rips it past the blocker of Fost. And Tyler Myers, welcome to Winnipeg as he ties it at 3.
Well, there'll be a souvenir. He talked about this crowd at the MTS Center as the puck gets put into a safe spot. Brian Little sends it in. 3-3 tie. A big goal for Tyler Myers. Wheeler, cross ice, Myers has it again, and he just missed that same corner, not by much. Well, Myers talked about the crowd in this building when he was a member of the Buffalo Sabres. He was looking forward to being on the good side of it, and he brought them to their feet with that goal.
Oh, he definitely got it louder in here.
Cleared in, it hits Andrew Ladd, delayed offside. Enstrom and Thorburn, the assists. Ollie, deflected into the Jet zone. Scheifele, Byfuglien, Chiarot on for Lowry. Now Frolik back for Scheifele. Scheifele across the line. Scheifele trying to drive the net. So Adam Lowry now back on the wing with the absence of Stafford and Perreault. Back to the blue line for Byfuglien, and the blast goes off the stick of Pouliot and out of play.
Well, the big shot, you got the big body Byfuglien shooting. You also got a big body in Tyler Myers. He gets some torque with a stick of that length, and he leans right into that. There wasn't even a screen. That is just a blast beating the goalie clean. As Tyler Myers with a huge one here to tie it at 3. That's his 5th of the year.
You mentioned the stick. He does get special exemption from the National Hockey League because he is 6'8", to use a longer stick than is legal for all other players other than Zdeno Chara. Ference for Petrie. 3 shots in this game for Myers as he closes in on 16 minutes of ice time. Gordon puts it right onto the stick of Thorburn. Big face-off win there for Thorburn.
A real big win is they switched sides for that. Strong side for Thorburn. Slater moved to the wing and right back to Enstrom.
Derek Roy lost control of it. Here comes Gagliardi. In on goal to the backhand, and Faust stays with Gagliardi to keep this tied 3-3.
What a chance for TJ Gagliardi on the backhand.
Yakupov out for Derek Roy. Out for Ryan Hamilton. Stopped by Jacob Trouba. Little trying to send it up the boards for Ladd Kent. Derek Roy to the backboards with Mark Stewart, and Brian Little down to help out. Wheeler ahead for Trouba, leads the attack. Trouba wide. Trouba centers. Foss deflected it away. Ladd for Stewart, but it comes outside the line. Stewart snaps it back in. Jets will start a line change. So Paul Maurice has been tested tonight as he's had to juggle lines. Here comes Frolik. Back out with Lowry and Scheifele. Eberle. Myers gets there first though. Lowry in to bump Eberle. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is there. And Justin Schultz is on it, the Anaheim draft pick, and then did not sign with the Ducks and ended up signing with the Oilers. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins in for Teddy Purcell. Purcell to the backhand, and he got stripped of the puck. Collision now as Scheifele's a little slow to get up at the side of the net. Purcell broken up by Myers. Purcell tries it again, and again Myers breaks it up. Lowry for Frolik. Finds some room as he cuts into the Edmonton zone. The long shot, boy, and that seemed to give Victor Foss some trouble. Back for Byfuglien. Thorburn. Byfuglien. Trying to get it down low to Chiarot. Battle there with Pakarinen. And Lander's on the loose puck. Lander with a goal in this game for the Oilers. Came on a power play. Chiarot, no room one way. Tight turns and gets it to Byfuglien. Ahead for Thorburn and on for Gagliardi and into the Oilers zone. Petrie with Gagliardi in pursuit. Around the boards, Byfuglien is waiting for it. Comes near side, Chiarot, slap Thorburn. Off his stick, Chiarot, Byfuglien! Wires it and it goes off a body and out of play. 35 shots on goal in this game for the Winnipeg Jets, and Byfuglien not happy he didn't get that one through. And here's Gagliardi with the chance. Foss the save. Maurice has his team in a 3-3 tie, but is minus a couple of players. Matthew Perreault got injured early on this play and is done for the night. And the Jets with some opportunities. There was Scheifele, and then there's Stafford right off the faceoff. And he heads to the bench.
Yeah, and Stafford left. Since then, the Jets have really stepped it up here in the absence of a couple forwards. Really, everybody who's on the bench is going to be rolled here. Anthony Peluso, the only player, so they've got 9 guys to play here in the third.
Kept in by Trouba for Ladd. And you wonder if the thought hasn't crossed Dustin Byfuglien's mind that he may be a forward on Thursday. Stafford is done for the night. So no Perreault and no Stafford. Back down low, Ladd in the corner. Little, Ladd, and Wheeler. Seems one way or another, good news or bad news, these three get back together. In behind for Little. Leaves it for Ladd. Ladd to the blue line for Jacob Trouba. Trouba's shot, and Foss the save as he saw that at the last second. Little stays on it. Back for Trouba, back for Stewart. Slot for Wheeler. Wheeler tees it up, had Foss going the wrong way, and that missed the net. Foss was going from his left to his right, and the shot was back to the glove side. Yakupov, his shot, save made by Hutchinson. This has been a tough night on Michael Hutchinson. Stretches, long stretches without any action. Back to the line, no. Unable to hold it in was Toby Enstrom. Many of the fans think he did hold it in, but they don't have the whistle.
No, they wish they could make the call there. Thought it was good, but the Jets, a couple long shots. They continue to just throw everything at Victor Foss. And Blake Wheeler with a shot that had Foss screened. He could have no idea where that was going. He guessed, and he guessed wrong, but Wheeler missed the net to the left side. Blake Wheeler has had an extra gear in this game. He has been all around it tonight. You're looking for someone possibly to pick for the winner. He might be the guy. His shots now 37-15 in favor of Winnipeg.
Someone said that at the start of the game on our keys to the game for the Winnipeg Jets. Don't turn down a shot.
Well, they haven't.
They've had plenty. Offside called against Edmonton.
Well, a few whistles here for the Jets. I'm sure they won't mind. Just rest the forwards. And it is about shooting the puck, but Victor Foss, who let 3 in on 15 shots and was pulled against Ottawa, has rebounded here against Winnipeg and made numerous saves.
37-15 as we saw there. 16-6 in the first, 12-6 in the second. Michael Frolik back for Scheifele, trying to get away from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Scheifele centers, Lowry, and that went up in the air and came down and may have got Foss to the mask.
I think that may have went off Adam Lowry. He didn't know where it was.
Taken by Justin Schultz. He'll leave for Eberle. Eberle back for Schultz. Schultz pinned to the back boards by Enstrom. Eberle up the wall. Pouliot backing up Justin Schultz. And now Schultz will make his way to the Edmonton bench. Enstrom with 10 minutes to go in regulation. Out at center ice, on and off the stick of Parkerinen. And Victor Foss is going to grab that, and with Gagliardi coming in, Foss is going to hang on to it. Winnipeg Jets 3, and the Edmonton Oilers 3, and the Jets coming that close to taking the lead. Stay with us.
Well, back on December 3rd, here at MTS Center, it was Dustin Byfuglien tying the game late against the Oilers. That sent it to overtime, where the guy got injured tonight's game. Matthew Perreault able to deflect it in and give the Jets the 3-2 victory. This will be looking to find a way. Who will be here tonight that can get them that goal to either give them the go-ahead or give them the win against Edmonton again.
That was a 3-point game for Jacob Trouba.
Yeah,
Brian Little with the 2 tonight.
This has been Trouba's team, where 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points in the 4 games against them.
First NHL goal was against Edmonton. in his first NHL game. Gagliardi couldn't get to the loose puck. Fein plays it around. Pouliot comes rink wide at center. Karkkarinen gets taken to the sideboards by Dustin Byfuglien. Nice move by Sherratt. Plays it up the boards. Trouba, or rather Thorburn, gets tied up on the play. Thorburn now comes up with the loose puck. Thorburn banks it off the boards out to center ice. Offside called against Edmonton.
Well, Jacob Trouba has been against the Edmonton Oilers. The first goal, as you said, Dennis, in his first game, first three-point night, and first 2-goal game. So it's been a team been able to handle and enjoy playing against, and might be the best pick for anyone out there.
Yeah,
could be the one that strikes next.
Short-handed goal, an overtime goal. Little lad Wheeler back out for the Jets. Redirect by Tyler Myers, kept in by Keith Aulie. Eberle trying to get it back for Gordon, does. Gordon plays it around the boards, and jumping on it is Toby Enstrom. Pressure coming on Enstrom, plays it back for Myers. Myers finds a little bit of room, gets to center for Ladd. Ladd trying to go rink wide for Wheeler, and that goes off a skate. And Karams back into the Jet zone. Enstrom through for Little, right on Fost. Fost will play it for Ference, and Ference will play it around the boards. Ryan Hamilton gets it to center no further. Mark Stewart breaks it up. Andrew Ference back for Nail Yakupov. Yakupov looking for some room, twisting and turning, finds Ryan Hamilton. Hamilton puts it to the front of the net, and grabbed and held by Hutchinson.
Well, we mentioned the Oilers, or the Jets injuries, as Perreault and Stafford have left for the game, and it's Luke Gazdic, who was in a big fight, heavyweight tilt with Anthony Peluso, but it was a hit by Dustin Byfuglien, and he did not return after leaving in the second period, and done for the night.
And Gazdic is also done for the night now. Trouba for Adam Lowry. Lowry plays it through for Scheifele, and standing up at the line is Andrew Ference, and that ends up in the Oiler bench.
Oh, Adam Lowry, we've talked about the juggling that's had to happen. He moves back to the wing. Been a big part of playing center on this team for an extended period, but as bodies go down, that versatility of players like Lowry gives Paul Maurice that luxury to just push him over to the side and let him play the wing.
At center, taken by Trouba. Frolik tried to get across ice. Trouba has to go back into his own zone. Trouba ahead for Lowry. Trouba was jumping up into the play. Lowry tried to get it to him, and Justin Schultz breaks it up, and then Scheifele sends it in. Scheifele and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins to the backboard. Scheifele is on it. Centers to Lowry, and a backhand shot wide. Frolik turns and plays it down for Scheifele. Scheifele trying to catch up to it. Lowry back behind the net, takes the pass, tries the wraparound, and Frolik on the far side couldn't get his stick free. And it's cleared to center.
Frolik was just surprised that puck came to him at the side. It came so quick on that wraparound attempt by Lowry.
Thorburn. Stewart. Headed to the front of the net is Slater. Gagliardi puts it there. Slater now tied up by Schultz. Gagliardi after the loose puck, but the Oilers clear with Purcell. Teddy Purcell couldn't get anywhere. Gagliardi pumps it right back into the Oiler end. Schultz up the boards, blocked by Sherratt, looking for the tip from Thorburn, and Thorburn couldn't get a stick on it. Pouliot back in behind his own net for Schultz, and back for Pouliot. 7 minutes in regulation in a 3-3 draw. Karkkarinen at the Jets line, offside called against Edmonton.
Well, some good work from below the goal line as Lowry walks out, and Frolik just can't get a stick on it. Schultz, a good job getting back in time. Lowry tried to get it on net, but it got away, and then Schultz just gets Frolik's stick as he's not able to tap it in, as he had a little bit of room there on that short side.
Byfuglien for Sherratt. Ladd on for Brian Little. Little into the Edmonton zone against Petrie. Backhand shot by Little, save made. Little has it again, whacks it out of midair. And Fost holds his ground off the chances by Brian Little.
How about that hand-eye coordination? A little razzle-dazzle on Brian Little. This is pretty impressive, showing the skill level that he has. Drives wide on Petrie, tries to center, and then as the puck comes, a little juggling act. Bats it to himself, and then a little play as he bunts it towards the net. Brian Little. Some nice hands.
Jets now with 40 shots on goal. Second time this season that Victor Fost has faced 40 or more. His season high is 43. His career high is 48. How close will the Jets get to that? Fane for Ollie. Ollie's pass stopped outside the line and put right back in by Michael Frolik. Fost tripped up by Frolik, and there's going to be a penalty to the Winnipeg Jets. Chance for Ollie, touched by Enstrom. And here's the situation. Kelly Sutherland was 10 feet from it. Doesn't call it. Mike Lego was back at the Winnipeg Jets blue line and makes the call.
Well, Michael Frolik takes the penalty here late in the third period is on Victor Fost. He comes behind the net. Their skates touch. Down goes Fost. Interesting is the ref off to the corner on the right does not make the call. It's the one, as Dennis mentioned, way out in the neutral zone that makes the call on this tripping penalty. And whether you like it or you don't, Jets have a penalty kill here to take care of.
Edmonton with a power play goal in this game. They are 1 for 2. Jordan Eberle trying to get that to the front of the net for Teddy Purcell. Justin Schultz is in from the line. Stewart in a battle behind, centered and grabbed off by Jacob Trouba. Trouba to center. Trouba slows up. Jets are changing, and Trouba sends it deep into the Edmonton zone. Schultz is on it. Eberle for Purcell. Teddy Purcell trying to get it back to Jordan Eberle. Eberle with 15 goals on the year leads the Oilers. Here comes Wheeler. Has 2 shorthanded goals this season. Back to the Oiler line for Petrie. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with his 15th of the year earlier in this game. Petrie chased back into his own end. Under a minute now in the power play for Edmonton. Parker Reenan, sharp angle chance, steered away by Hutchinson. Pouliot coming cross ice, Yakupov scores! What a shot by Yakupov off a hard pass from Pouliot. And the Oilers get a power play goal and lead 4-3.
Well, the penalty kill of the Winnipeg Jets has just not been able. This is the third game in a row now they've given up 2 power play goals as Nail Yakupov has his second of the night. The entry by the Oilers, they come in, a shot there by Pakarinen, and then just a hard pass. Pouliot goes past Byfuglien and Myers. And Nail Yakupov grabs the lead back for the Edmonton Oilers as he rips that past Michael Hutchinson.
4:46 on the clock. And some concern on the face of Paul Maurice. Ference, Edmonton 2-3 on this 6-game road trip. Byfuglien in his own zone. Ahead for Brian Little. Little to the line, trying to come cross ice. Yakupov back in. Yakupov across the line. Shot steered away by Hutchinson, and Trouba's on it. Round for Byfuglien, and Byfuglien back for Trouba. Up the boards for Ladd and on for Little. Little finds Wheeler. Wheeler around Purcell. Wheeler wide. Wheeler to the middle of the ice. Wheeler a backhander to the front. Ladd scores! Andrew Ladd!
the top line. It's their leaders that come out, and they get the job done. Some good speed from Blake Wheeler, who's been flying all night long. Brian Little finds him down. Wheeler, great job cutting to the middle of the ice. There's 4 Oilers. He just throws it to the net. It hits Ladd, drops right at his feet, and Andrew Ladd able to put the backhand between the pads of Foss. And it's tied again.
20 on the year now for the captain. On the 41st shot of the night for the Winnipeg Jets. Tyler Myers has it on the far side. For Frolik. Frolik to the line. Sent in. Brian Little with an assist. Wheeler with an assist. Lowry the shot. And Victor Foss will gobble that up and hang on to it.
Well, the Jets have done a good job all year of bouncing back from when, after being scored on, a big goal by Andrew Ladd. Now a big shift right afterwards into the zone, hard on the forecheck, create a turnover, and a quick little play by Frolik to Lowry, quick shot, and Foss continues to be busy.
A nail-biter here at the MTS Center. Winnipeg Jets off the 2-game road trip, home for 1. Back out for 2 into Washington Thursday, Toronto on Saturday. With some business to take care of here tonight. Boyd Gordon pinned to the backboards by Slater. Slapped up the boards. Enstrom trying to hold it in. Can't. Some room for Keith Ollie. Gagliardi closes in on him. Yakupov, who has 2 on the night, plays it into the corner. Ryan Hamilton is after it. Enstrom looks one way, goes the other. Enstrom now has to turn back for Thorburn. Thorburn on the backhand, gets it to center. Away from Gagliardi and Myers. Back up for Thorburn. Puck is bouncing. Jets are changing. Thorburn sends it back into his own end. Enstrom, little stutter step to try and buy himself some space. Schultz can't handle it. Here comes Ladd. And Klefbom got back to take it away. Ooh, and now Ladd takes Klefbom down. And now a late call.
That was one of the longest delayed calls I've seen.
Mike Lego. Now perhaps he was waiting to see if there was going to be a change of possession.
Well, it's the same official that made the call on the Frolik one. And Andrew Ladd in on the forecheck. The bouncing puck tries to get around Klefbom as they come around. Trips him up. There's no call. Ladd looks, and then the delayed whistle. Ladd looked at him. The hand wasn't up. And the second time it is. So another big penalty kill here to end the third period.
Well, I think Paul Maurice would like to see an embellishment call on that play as well, but that's not going to happen. Well, nothing like adding a little controversy to what we've already had in this game.
No, well, the problem is Ladd's stick's still on the feet.
Yep.
That's what they see. The call was made. I just have a problem with how delayed it is. Don't wait for the reaction. That's twice now they've been delayed. The last 2 calls have come after a reaction.
I agree. I mean, the stick was in the feet.
Yeah.
That's not the concern. I think Paul Maurice would like to have seen maybe an embellishment, but
if you're going to make the call, the hand has to come up immediately. Right. You don't wait and see where your situation. But the Jets are due here for a big job by their penalty killers.
And that's the bottom line right now, is they have to kill this off. Trouba back for Mark Stewart. Stewart off the boards and back out to the Oiler line. Justin Schultz circles back into his own end. For Eberle. Eberle for Teddy Purcell. Purcell is stopped at the line. Trying to clear it, and doing so is Michael Frolik. 90 seconds left in the power play for Edmonton. 2 left in regulation. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins sends it in. Michael Hutchinson clears. Lander knocks it down. Gets it for Eberle. Eberle back for Lander. Lander has a power play goal in this game. Schultz for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Hopkins back for Justin Schultz and cross for Eberle. Eberle back for Schultz and back for Eberle. Watched by Trouba to the front of the net, cleared away. And Trouba now in a battle. Couldn't clear. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins for Lander. Lander circles back for Eberle. Eberle, no lane to the net. Trying to get it back from Teddy Purcell. Purcell watched by Trouba. Back for Eberle. To the blue line for Schultz. Walks in as Little falls. And it got blocked. Pouliot down low. Shot off the side of the net. Trouba unable to clear. Pouliot to the line for Schultz. Back for Pouliot. Fires off the leg as Trouba blocked it. Brian Little for Trouba, and he'll send it around the boards and out the center. Purcell back for Pouliot. Ladd on his feet in the penalty box. Gagliardi dumped at center ice. And the crowd looking for a call there, none coming. Ladd is out of the box. Ladd in on the forecheck, takes a run at Andrew Ference. Pakarinen dumps it into the Jet zone. Hutchinson leaves it there. Enstrom taken to the backboards. Ladd in a battle in the corner. Hamilton tied up with Enstrom. Tyler Myers. Boyd Gordon is after him. Up the boards for Scheifele. Scheifele trying to jam it there. Dying seconds. Ryan Hamilton couldn't get a shot. And we are going to overtime as for the 5th time in the last 7 games. The Winnipeg Jets will play extra time in a wild one here at the MTS Center. 4-4 extra time to come. Winnipeg Jets with a point in the bank. 69 points on the year now for the Jets. And they'll try and get the extra point.
Well, and they did a good job on the penalty kill sacrifice. They got stuck out for a bit of an extended period. The Oilers moved the puck around. They kept him to the outside for the most part, but it was Brian Little falling. Trouba came in, bought some time, and did a great job taking away the bottom of the ice and a wide shot. It was just battle time for the Jets as they gutted it out, found a way to get it done. And as you said, they've got 1 point in the bank. Now they're looking to get that second and get to 70 points on the season.
Here's Craig Ramsey trying to settle his troops down. At one time, the head coach of the Atlanta Thrashers.
Well, for Winnipeg, this is an opportunity for them. They're used to overtime situations, has happened a lot lately.
There's Todd Nelson, who came in mid-season, the former Prince Albert Raider. 4 years in the Western Hockey League with the Raiders. 3 NHL games for Todd Nelson, 2 with Washington and 1 with Pittsburgh. Edmonton 1-6 in games ending in overtime. The Jets are 4-6 in games that end before the shootout. Ladd from Wheeler and Little at 15:56. Got the Jets into the 4-4 tie. So 4-on-4. Little plays this in. Jets go in after it. The goal light is on in behind Victor Faust. And now it is off. Here comes Nugent-Hopkins. In for the Oilers, sends it into the Jet zone and goes in after it. 4-on-4 goals this season. The Jets have 8. The Oilers have 2. In the high slot, it is Justin Schultz, the shot, the save by Hutchinson, and here comes Myers. Ladd takes the pass back for Myers and just deflected away by Justin Schultz.
Oh, Myers joining the rush. He's been up there a lot tonight. Joining, getting into it. And he had that big goal that tied him when they were trying to tie it 3.
Jets lost Matthew Perreault, who had the overtime winner the last time these teams played early in this hockey game. It's up and behind Michael Hutchinson and batted away as it went off Hutchinson sticking out of play. Jets also lost Drew Stafford in the second period. Petrie plays it in for Yakupov. Petrie got bumped by Bufflin. Yakupov loses control. After it, Scheifele to the line. Not out! Shot by Ference. Yakupov was in front. couldn't get a stick on it. Scheifele out at center for Wheeler. He has to wait for a bouncing puck, but he does. Wheeler tried to get it to Scheifele. It comes back to Wheeler. Stripped of the puck by Lander. Wheeler falls. Derek Roy in on Trouba. And Derek Roy's shot steered wide by Trouba, and Scheifele has the puck. Collision at the side of the net. Here comes Scheifele. He'll leave for Wheeler. Buffett is open! And Victor Foss got the pad down. Wheeler finds Enstrom, but he can't hold it in. There was a big pile up, and Bufflin was the first out of the pile. Here comes Lowry for Frolik. Frolik drives the net. It's loose in front. And clearly Frolik has it again. Lowry pokes at it, and Victor Foss dives across and hangs on.
What a chance for Lowry after some good work in front of the net. That long reach almost poked it over the pad as Foss has been busy. Frolik, Lowry, and Victor Foss, that right pad just stretches out. And before that, the rush. Bufflin's way back. Scheifele, great little cross and drop with Wheeler. They find Bufflin coming late in the play. He tries to go to the blocker side, and Foss gets a piece of it.
Bufflin, who had the overtime winner against the Minnesota Wild here, with a great opportunity. Enstrom. Myers. Ladd heads to the front of the net, takes the pass, it bounced away from him. Myers chopped at it. Ladd in a battle with Schultz. Schultz plays it up the boards, and Klefbom for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. In on Enstrom. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins pulls up. Enstrom stays with him. Hopkins goes down, shot off the backboard, stop, and Hutchinson will leave it there for Brian Little. Enstrom leads the rush. Enstrom pulls up. Jets are changing. Enstrom down for Scheifele. Scheifele tries to bring it to the front of the net. Got spun around and had the stick knocked out of his hand by Ferentz. Back for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. In across the line. Pulls up. Wrist shot. That changed directions. And a good save by Michael Hutchinson.
Oh, it did change directions. Kind of dropped quickly, and Michael Hutchinson had to be sharp. So maybe a difficult game for him. There's been stretches where he hasn't seen anything as Nugent-Hopkins stops up, goes off Trouba between his legs. Does a little skip on the way to the net as Nugent-Hopkins with an opportunity, and Hutchinson makes the save.
So a season high for shots on goal for Victor Foss. Jacob Trouba for Scheifele. Scheifele in on Klefbom. Trouba, who has an overtime winner against Edmonton, couldn't get to the net with the puck, and back for Derek Roy. Derek Roy leaves for Yakupov. Quick shot by Yakupov off the stick and wide. Roy trying to center, gobbled up by Wheeler. On for Bufflin with Scheifele and Wheeler. Scheifele pulls into the middle of the ice. The shot, and he whistled that one wide. And again, Victor Foss did not see it.
That may have hit a stick in front and just headed over the net.
Klefbom for Petrie. Against Bufflin, he'll send it in. We're into the final minute of overtime. Lowry, right through the middle, stopped at the line. Back for Pouliot, trying to get around. Bufflin could not. Bufflin had to get away from him. Trouba back into his own zone. Pouliot's going to try and pin Bufflin there. Puck does come free. Jets can't clear. Justin Schultz the shot, that got blocked. Now Trouba for Frolik. Crisscrosses with Lowry. Frolik on the backhand, drives the net, puts it to the far side. Little back for Enstrom. Back for Frolik. To the front of it, Little with the redirect, save made. Puck is still loose. Little trying to jam it out front. And we are headed to a shootout.
Wow. Victor Foss was busy. I think that's safe to say is threw the puck out to get rid of the time. Those winding down on the clock, but almost threw it right to Brian Little from behind the net. As Winnipeg with a good chance. Frolik just throws this to the net. It bounces. Little redirect save by Fost, and then he throws it out to the side. And everyone's diving for it. It's a little bit of a frantic finish to that overtime as we'll decide this one again in a shootout.
So the second straight shootout for Michael Hutchinson, his third straight extra time game. This was Saturday.
Well, he was good against Detroit. He stopped all 4 shooters, and eventually it was Drew Stafford. Michael Hutchinson is 3-0 in shootouts in his career and 11 for 11 with shooters. And he'll need to be good here as the Jets will try and get that valuable extra point in this skills competition.
46-22. Your final shots on goal after overtime. And back to a shootout we go. There's your shootout records. Each team one above the line. And Blake Wheeler looks as though he will be the first shooter for the Winnipeg Jets. Wheeler in on Victor Fost as they change ends. Wheeler to the forehand, puts on the break, scores! Blake Wheeler. And Fost may be hurt.
Well, Blake Wheeler with a fantastic move. A little bit of Patrick Kane in there as he comes in, stops up, and Victor Fost is down.
Well, if you watched our pregame show, you know somewhere that Tim Campbell's not that happy with that move.
No, that'll be it.
Victor Fost's done for the night.
Well, he tried to push back and there was nothing, and it's left knee or leg. And now Bachman will have to come in cold to the shootout.
Well, there has been occasions where coaches, not many, have changed goaltenders going into a shootout. So Richard Bachman will come in to replace Victor Fost, who was injured. Boy, there's been injuries in this game.
It has been crazy.
Nail Yakupov against Michael Hutchinson. Yakupov 1 for 3 this season. Yakupov, he slows up and he shot it wide.
Well, Yakupov thought he'd try a similar thing, coming in full speed, stop up. When Michael Hutchinson reads it, stays right with him and gets a bit of a glove on it.
Well, Brian Little gets to test Richard Bachman. Don't imagine as much of a book on Bachman. Here comes Little. Off the post. Brian Little had Bachman beaten and puts it off the left post.
Well, he comes in with speed, and what a release by Little. Just lets it go. Bachman doesn't even move, and he hits the post.
Here comes Derek Roy. Out to challenge is Hutchinson. Derek Roy goes from one side to the other, and Hutchinson kicks out the left leg.
Well, Derek Roy tries to change the angle a few times on Hutchinson, but as he comes back, Hutchinson kicks the leg out, takes it away before he can, so a good read again by Hutch.
Andrew Ladd with a chance to win this. Ladd in on Bachman. Ladd, Bachman stays with him and gets the left pad down.
Well, credit Bachman for staying with Andrew Ladd. He goes for the poke check, which usually opens the 5-hole, but the left pad comes out of nowhere to make the save.
Jordan Eberle 1 for 7 on the year, but 40% in his career. Eberle in on Hutchinson, and Hutchinson the save, and the Winnipeg Jets win it by a score of 5-4. Michael Hutchinson now 14 for 14 in his career in the shootouts. He goes to 4-0. The Winnipeg Jets get their 30th win of the season and their 70th point of the season.
Well, Michael Hutchinson with a huge save, and he is pumped after that one. Sure, there might have been a goal or two he'd want back, but when it came down to it, he made the 3 big saves he needed to.
Well, smiles all around for the Winnipeg Jets. A thriller here at the MTS Center. A late tie by Andrew Ladd forces overtime. Nothing in overtime. We go to a shootout. Blake Wheeler, the only goal of the shootout. And perfect was Michael Hutchinson. We are going to the Scotties. Team Canada versus Team Manitoba. Enjoy the curling. Good night from the MTS Center.